Speaking of Pakistan and its repeated attempts at needling India, former Pakistani women's cricketer Sana Mir is now facing severe backlash over a controversial remark that she made during the Women's ODI World Cup. Commenting on one of the players and her cricketing background, Sana Mir referred to Azad Kashmir, prompting Indian fans to demand her removal from a commentary panel and action from the BCCI as well as the ICC. This has now stirred a major controversy which prompted her to clarify on her controversial remark. She goes on to say, in fact, she brazened it out and she went on to say that she was only stating the fact. Former Pakistani captain asserted that the remark was meant to highlight the challenges of the players from certain regions and not necessarily to politicize. She, in fact, expressed regret over her remark after the backlash, calling it unnecessary. So why is this reference that this Pakistani ex-cricketer and now a commentator has made is controversial? It is because there is a reason why players, commentators are not allowed to make such comments, especially when there are games between India and Pakistan, which are, as it is, extremely sensitive. One of the objections that India has is that this is a part of Kashmir that is illegally occupied by Pakistan. There is no Azad Kashmir. This is part of Jammu and Kashmir, which has been illegally occupied by Pakistan. That has been the stance of India since 1947. Why bring politics into sports at all? That's another objection that India has been raising. Pakistan is time and again bringing in sports and politics together, which they try to do with the men's cricketing team as well. That is what they're trying to do at the Women's World Cup too. There's massive unrest in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir against the Pakistani army, against the Pakistani government. So what azadi is this former cricketer talking about? There are human rights violations by Pakistan, the excesses of the Pakistani army that we've spoken of in POK region. Why is it then she's highlighting these challenges? Because most of them, these challenges that Sana Mir speaks of, are inflicted by the Pakistani administration and Pakistani army themselves. Vineet Ramakrishnan, my colleague, now joins us, getting us more details on this. Vineet, we've seen the kind of reactions that have come to the fore, the controversy that she evoked with her comments, the clarification that came to the fore. But what next? Would the BCCI push forth to seek action, perhaps, seek a censure on her?
Well, her just clarification was more of a justification on the very fact that she did not do her research properly. If she is a Pakistani cricketer, she should know about her players better, but she retorted to putting the blame on a cricket website where the information of Azad Kashmir was available. On the point of what the BCCI or ICC could do, well, look, ICC has pretty much clear conduct in terms of how a commentator should behave. They advocate for neutrality, avoiding political statements and sticking to cricket. Here, Sana Mir has politicized this issue. She may say it is inadvertent, but she did politicize this issue. So ICC has every way of looking at it and holding up Sana Mir, the commentator. We have seen it in the past as well. Various commentators in the past have been held up. They have been sacked of their jobs as well. Sanctions have been put on for for political comments, for racial comments of that note. So if at all BCCI or ICC look this up, they have a case against Sana Mir here. But on Sana Mir itself, you have to look at the fact that Sana Mir is not just any other commentator who spoke about the Pakistan issue or the Azad Kashmir part just out of ignorance. She is a former women's cricket captain of Pakistan. She is an ICC Hall of Fame inductee, and very interestingly, she also has a military background growing up. So she understands the intricacies of what her statements are, and yet she went ahead and made those comments. She did clarify that it was did not want to hurt any sentiments, but again, it happened. It was on world feed, on a global, feed on a global tournament like this. To put out statement like this is quite ignorant and quite irresponsible from Sana Mir's part.
Right, Vineet, thank you so much for getting us the latest on that front. We'll, of course, keep a track of what transpires.